got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. Yes, I got a black magic woman. Got me so blind I can't see that she's a black magic woman and she's trying to make a devil out of me. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Yes, don't turn your back on me, baby. You're messing me around with your tricks. Don't turn your back on me, baby, 'cause you might just break off my magic stick. Got your spell on me, baby. You got your spell on me, baby. You got your spell on me, baby. You're turning my heart into stone. I need you so bad, I can't leave you alone. Yes, I need you so bad, magic woman. I can't leave you alone. I need you so bad. I've got a black magic woman. I've got a black magic. I've got a black magic. I've got a black magic.
Okie doke, here we go. Um, Thank you for being on board. Today we are going to, as you can see on top of this the screen, we're going to work with 16 triplets today. Today I was traveling in the car and was doing an interview for my podcast, Between the Notes in Dutch, for Dutch watchers. And on the way back, I was thinking about some topics that I actually discussed with a few drummers that I interviewed, and one of them was actually the getting into the flow of rhythm patterns. And for today, I thought I might as well pick one of the sheets that I've written for my third book that is coming out, but it will take a while because I'm still working on it. And basically, I use these trainings, the live training, to try a couple of things out to see if it works. And of course, I would like to have some feedback from your side if you feel like it. So what I'm going to do right now, we are going to do exercises in 16 paradiddles. Sorry, 16 notes. And double paradiddles are just one of the settings, the handlings that we are going to use. The main reason why I picked out this exercise or these exercises is after a while, if you study them in the right way, you are programming your muscle memory and making all kinds of shifts even without you knowing it, if you master it well. So remember, like all the last trainings that we did, the previous two of them, we have 3 steps. First of all, it's analyzing the stuff that we're going to do, which are we going to do right now. And second, we are trying out the coordination, so see what moves where and when. And then we have a little bit of the mastering, but the mastering basically most of the time is what you have to do after these live sessions. So let's pick up the sticks and let's start working, okay? So let's find out about the double paradiddle. In the previous lesson, I already explained if we play a double paradiddle, as you can see up there, it starts with the right hand, which is kind of an accent. You know, it doesn't say accent, but it's printed in blue, so a little bit stronger, so you can play a little accent if you want. Right? Let's choose 70 beats per minute. I use the metronome, the very handy metronome. It's just on my iPad, like this. Got nothing to hide. It works fine. And so let's start digging into it, right? And we just keep playing this and getting into a flow of you know, practicing this. Forget about your thoughts. Just focus on the exercise. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I will count you in. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Double paradiddle. Try to get a nice flow. Yeah. Keep going. Let's bring it to an end. 2, 3, 4. All right, very good. Now let's try it slower. See what happens, right? Let's go back to, how about 65 beats per minute? Nah, let's go 60. Come on. Yeah, there we go. 60. Oh, there we go. Let's try this. And make it, you know, make it sound fluently, and let's get into that flow and forget about our daily thoughts and daily worries and just focus on the practice pad and the sticking. Whenever you're ready. And 1, 2, zabadi badi dabadi. Finding the right tempo there. That's it. Stay in there. bring it to an end. 2, 3, 4, bam. I find this personally even harder to do than the 70 beats per minute. I really have to be careful that I don't fall forward. And all probably has got to do that I'm so used to playing this this exercise that my my muscle memory already knows it, and now I have to sort of stay on the track, which is a great exercise. So let's keep on picking up the challenge and stay and practice on 60 beats per minute. All right, let's do a next exercise. Exercise number 2. I'll get rid of this one and we take that one. Then we go. And interesting. This is a single paradiddle played in. I'll make it a little bit bigger. There you go. Played in 16 triplets. So it's 4 against 6 grouping, if you like. So rhythmically, it goes like zappa dappa 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 dappa. So these accents, if you look at it on a bigger scale, these are triplets played on the in the 4/4 time signature. So da da da. So 3 and 4 and back it. Dak 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 bam 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 do da 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 da. Always have to find where they are, and the best way to do it is play the 16 triplets and then so now you know where they are, right? So these are the accents that we are going to play. So it's single paradiddle sticking. And it will sort of it's kind of tricky. So, but let's try this, right, with the 16 beats per minute. It's really slow. That's cool. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And if you look right, and I just have to explain this to you, your left foot, the hi-hat foot, if you're a right-handed drummer, just play as if you play the hi-hat foot, because it's very important to keep track to the metronome and stay in the pulse. And then you have more awareness of where every accent is has to be played. Right? Start again. 3 and 4 and. Such a nice exercise. And let's bring it to an end. There we go. There we go. Nice. It's for me, it's a very good exercise to play this in 60 beats per minute. Feels kind of slow, but you have to get it under control. So let me go back to the first exercise because I want to improve, right? So let's go back to the first exercise and see if we can get the same fluent playing. So let's do 2 bars of each, right? 2 bars of the double paradiddle and then 2 bars of the single paradiddle. Let me try to do this. See what happens if I do this. There we go. And then put it here. And then you won't see me that much, but that's okay. You see my hands, okay? That's great. Let's do this. Why not? So we do 2 lines of the double paradiddle and then 2 times the B section and then back. Like that, okay? Ready? Metronome. And there we are. Hello. 3, 4, double paradiddle. And once more. Single paradiddle. And again. And back to the double paradiddle. And again. Single paradiddle. A. B. Once more. And let's bring it to an end. There we go. All right. So now we've done all that. There we go. I'm back again. So just remember to do these exercises. Let's do it again. But this time, let's try it in this tempo and let's not play the accents. So make it sound like zabba dabba 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 dabba. So the only thing that is changing is the sticking, but we don't play the accents that belong to the format of the double paradiddle or the single paradiddle. Let's try it. And then I'll let you know where it all leads to, right? 1, 2, 3, double paradiddle, and again, single paradiddle. Oh. And you see how difficult it is. It's so difficult to not play an accent, but we have to try it. So let's play it louder, so you know, we can make some movements there, but without using accents. Just play everything louder. Okay, there you go. 1, 2, 3, double paradiddle. There you go. Single. Double. No. Oh, no accents. One more time. And let's bring it to an end. Now you can already see that even you know, I find it difficult, and the training is for myself, and I just, you know, invite you to train with me. I find it very difficult not to play the accents, but it will be my next goal to master this, playing without the accents. So, but I can totally understand, and even for myself, to play with the accents is something that you have learned. So you got used to it, so it's all in the muscle memory. So if you start asking me, hey, can you play double paradiddle? It goes like, that's the first thing you do, right? This is where the paradiddle comes from. But now it's a great trick to try to play it without the accents. I just play a little bit faster, so yeah, let's try this. Let's try that. Like 83, why not? Let's try it without the accents. Double paradiddle, right? All the way, just double paradiddle. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You see, without the accents, it starts to get like a nice way of playing it. So how about we play single strokes in 16 triplets and then switch over. So the whole idea behind the exercises that I'm creating here is, first of all, you need to know what groups you are playing. So if you play the double paradiddle, the single paradiddle, or the single strokes, first you need to feel the 16 triplets, then you have to feel the way how to play double paradiddle. But if you then want to move up to the next step, the trick is to not play any accents. So if you play 16 triplets without using any accents and you switch over from, let's say, single strokes to double paradiddle to single paradiddle and then back up, you should notice that you don't hear the difference in the notes that you play. That would be the trick, right? So let's try it again. I'll bring it back to 75. Let's do 75. It's a little bit slower than we just did. 2, 3. Single strokes. 2 bars. Double paradiddle, 2 bars. Single. Double. Single strokes. There you go. This is actually where all these exercises should lead to. I made 2 sheets with all the sticking. So just let's move on to a next exercise. Yeah, let's see what happens. So we did this, and then now we have exercise number 3, and these double strokes, I just named them displaced doubles, and the reason why I named them like that is if you watch closely, you can see normally you play right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, and now you start with a single right followed by a double left, right, right, and if you play at the very end, you see it ends with a single right, but then it starts again with right. So this is everything has moved up one stroke up front, right? So in 16th you would play like double stroke, the normal double stroke, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, right. That would be normal, right? If you play the displaced version, some people call it reversed. It's displaced, that's why I call displaced. So there we go, and goes in 16th, 3 and 4 and right, left, left, right, right, left, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. But now that's in the normal group of 4 notes. Now let's try what happens if we play this in 16 triplets. So let's bring it down to 70 beats per minute for this exercise. I will sing the notes. I just like to do those things because that sounds more like drums than counting, right? So there we go. 3 and 4 and and let's do a little bit slower because I have the feeling that it's a little bit too fast for a couple of people watching, but that could be just me filling in all that. But it will be a great training for myself to play very slow. So first of all, then, oh, what am I doing? Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3. Displays doubles. M. Three and 4 and palm. Okay, nicely. So let's do it a little bit faster. Let's go to 70 beats per minute, right? Let's try it again. Let's make a move. Let's say 2 bars single strokes, and then 2 bars the displaced double strokes, and then back to the single stroke. Right? There we go. Ooh. A little bit faster. 70 beats per minute. 1, 2 single strokes. Without accents, of course. Displaced doubles. And again, singles. There we go. Doubles. Ding. Of course. Sorry. I just wanted to say singles, but I just got lost. You know the drill. And back. Needs to work there. Oh, 2, 3, 4. The trick is I'm thinking too much. I shouldn't think. There we go. Single strokes. Stay in the zone. Double. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This is proof. I mean, this is life. You know, I can't change this, and even you know, for myself, I find out if I start thinking about things, or I try to teach, then I'm getting lost, because I'm not here to teach you. I'm just doing these training exercises and basically for myself. And then you can join in, and I'll explain a little bit and little things. But let's move on to the next exercise. Let's see what happens if I try to do exercise number. Oh, I like this one so much. This is a good exercise, because I've noticed that a lot of drummers that I'm, you know, coaching or teach, they like to play a halftime shuffle. You know, most of them refer to the Jeff Porcaro shuffle, which of course I understand. But you know, I got so many more grooves that are, you know, so much not the Rosanna shuffle, and so much nicer and more exciting to learn. That's the whole trick with the halftime shuffle. Most of the people go to da, da. This is great, you know. I have to find out how that works. But then there's a lot more you can do with it. But having said that, I'll come back with it in a later exercise or a later training. Or maybe you can just go to my online drumming lessons, because there you can find all these samples and all these great video lessons that I created. But about that, I will talk later more, not now. Now we're going to do this exercise. Shuffled notes with the ghost notes left hand, as I call them. So basically what happens is 16 triplets. So the right hand is dominant. So normally you play it on the higher. And these become the ghost notes, right? So this is the exercise. There we go, 70 beats per minute. Why not? Ah, that's too fast, come on. Let's go to 60, because that is a fighting tempo. Oh, 1, 2, here we go. 3 and 4 and... And you may play the X's. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Why not? Let's do it. And this is not about playing fast, it's all about getting into a flow and having it under control and make it sound like a groove, right? Nice. Keep going. Let's bring it to an end. 2, 3, 4. Wow. I really like this motion, because and if I were you, I just do this as much as you can, because you really get into the flow of understanding what the halftime shuffle groove is all about, and this is a great example. Just you have to make sure that everything rolls and goes in the flow. Now let's try. Why not? Let's find back the exercise that I hate so much, which is this one. Let's try this. Okay. Now you can see the hands, right? You don't see me, but this is very important. So let's try play the shuffled notes first. So first, oh, there we are. First that one, that one, and then this one. Right, 2 bars. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'll give you 60 beats per minute. And 1, 2, and number D, 2 bars, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. And let's move on to the single paradiddles. Back to the shuffle notes. Nice. B, there we go. One more time. Last 2 bars. And let's bring it to an end. There we go. Nice. Interesting. Great, right? To try this. I don't know if you've noticed, but once you do this, you get it in a certain, different state of mind, because you're not reading the notes anymore. You're just focusing on what you're playing, and you try not to fight time as we speak, because it's really slow. And I sense that if I do this exercise, the minute I go into the halftime, the shuffled notes, it wants to move forward, but you have to stay in the zap, and then the single parallels, the 4 against 6, crazy stuff. Gives a sort of very relaxed feeling. Once you have coordinated that in the right way, and you're starting to master it a little bit, it really gives you a great momentum, to play these things. All right, let's move on. We're not ready. We're not done yet. Not today. I got another exercise here. What is that? Single stroke. Already did that, right? So let's forget about it. And now, what's that? Ah! All right. So for all you right-handed drummers, now we start with the left hand. And let's see what happens then, right? 60 beats per minute. Single strokes must be simple, right? 1, 2, 3, starting with left, and all with the left hand, starting with left. You can play an accent. Why not? Just to get into it, right? Because you already know that in the end it's very important to be able, to play this without playing the accents. So you always have the this nice and fluent playing in the 16 triplets. Ah, it's so difficult to talk and play. I tell you, I'm trying to learn it, but it's a different part of my brain that, you know, that I need to make a conversation, which I actually shouldn't be doing right now. I should focus on playing. There we go. I'll shut up. Let's do that exercise. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna every bar I'll change over from starting with left to starting with right. And what happens in the end is, if you are at the end of the section, you play a double left. I don't know if you can see that. The second beat, and also the second count and the fourth count, you see that normally you will end with left right. It becomes left left in the very end. So then you can switch over. I'll explain to you. Let's start with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, left left, and then you can start with the right hand. And then when you start with the right hand at the end, you can switch over again. Let's do this. Let's do 2 bars, so we can focus. Oh, let's do 1 bar of each. There we go. And 1, 2. Start with left. Why not? And switch over. There we go. Switch over. Last round. 2, 3, 4, and bam. We end with the left hand. Great. I really enjoy doing this with you. So I'm so glad you like it too. I like it. This is the most important thing. And I know it's really worthwhile to try it, and worthwhile to focus on it and keep playing this. So now you've seen that all the other exercises will be all with starting with the left hand. Let's do this exercise. This is the last one we are going to do today, and you will get a lot of homework because next week I will be off, so there won't be any live streaming training, because I will be in Italy for just 1 week, having a short break of everything, because I've been very busy with a lot of things. I just need a little break. But after that, I'll be back with the training, and then I would like you to prepare the whole sheet actually and do these things. In fact, if you're watching right now, I will send you a link and you can download this form. But you're not allowed to copy it and give it away. It's just for you, right? Because you're watching right now, and I'm gonna put it here in the chat. So after the live stream, this link will be gone, right? Okay, there we go. Let's try this. This is the last exercise we are going to do today. And like I said, I want you to prepare yourselves for, over 2 weeks when we are back here. Okay, this is the shuffled notes that we play, but now we start with the left hand. So normally you play this on the hi-hat, and now we play open-handed, we play this on the hi-hat, but then we start with left. Let's see what happens, right? 60 beats a minute, it's not too fast, but it should be possible. Whenever you're ready, 1, 2, 3, starting with left. And okay, so if you've noticed, if you play this, it has to have the same flow when you play it with the right hand. Let's try it with the right hand. So this is going to be what exercise is that? Is this one? Not this one, but this one. Let's see. Bam, bam. Nope. Nice. And start with left. I love those notes. It's this one. There you go. Right? So let's mirror this one. Start with left and then right. Okay, let's try that. So let's start with the right hand and let's see how we get there. I assume you recognize this, right? Start with the right hand. 3 and 4 and left. Right. Right, that's it. That's it for now. Like I said, like I promised before, because you guys are watching right now, it's just a few of them, which is great. I'm going to send a link where you can download the whole sheet. Let me sort that for you out right now. And in the meantime, I'll talk about a couple of things. One of the things is actually that it's very important to, if you do all these exercises, take your time and don't play too fast, because it's all about getting into the flow. For me, it's very important to stay on it and stay in the flow. This is where I'm gonna find it, and this is where I'm gonna put it. So you get the whole sheet of all the exercises that we just did step by step. And the whole idea is that because you are watching live, you have the opportunity to download it for free. What a great opportunity! And then it's very important that you prepare yourself for the next time, which is over in 2 weeks, where we get together. So next week I won't be here. Let's see. Pop, pop, pop. Ooh, there we are. Find out. It's so great that everything that I have is up and down. This is the one. There we go. So I'm gonna transfer that. Boom. There it is. Now I have a link. Huppatee. All right, here's the link. You find it in the live chat. Yep. So if you're smart, you download it, because then it's all yours. Like I said before, don't give it away, because it's all material that I'm working on. And then I still have a couple of things that I want to share with you. I got free courses, online courses, 8 of them, 8 lessons that I am giving away. Because they are free for you to watch, because then you get a bit of an idea what my online lessons are all about. If you haven't already, just go there and find it. I'll put it here in the chat as well. There you go. Pop. Look at that. Then, let's go for the book. I got a nice, book that I want to share with you. There you go, and boom. There you go. These are the books that now have been released. I'll put it right here so you can have a proper look. Oops, okay, there I am. And so the book on the left, Drumming Secrets, Grow from Basic to Advanced, that is a great book to have, because it all has all kinds of exercises, and also inspiration, to get yourself on the move, basically, because sometimes you get so much information, so much stuff to learn. So here in this book, typically there's a lot of material that I'll show you like this. Some tips and ideas, but also a lot of exercises, of course. But mainly, what I think that is great about it is if you read through it, you have all kinds of tips, and also, for example, a nice, what I call it, a schedule, where you can write down what you're planning to train and what you've achieved. For example, here, this is just examples of how people would fill it in. So it's just little things that help you study and keep focus and keep track on what you're doing. And for all the rest, there's a lot of crazy exercises, nicely written stuff like that. Drum solos are in there. So I'm gonna send you a link as well if you want to buy that book. Here's the link where you can get it. There you go. I also put it here in the chat link of the live stream. So also for you, just to watch it. I have to do a little advertising. I gotta make a living. So, and my final thing is my newest book, Burning the Rules. As you can see there, it's a song book for drummers, and there's a lot of more books coming out of albums that I play drums to, and these books are all about lead sheets. So it actually shows you just a little bit of what I'm playing, but basically I'm trying to inspire you to do your own thing. So these are lead sheets. You can follow the song structures. Basically you can find out about yourself, and look at the crazy QR codes. So one with the drums and one without the drums. So yeah, you can listen to the music and get the opportunity to play your stuff. And mainly, if you do it, would be crazy cool if you could send me a link, how you play the song, because I'm very curious how you would play those tracks. Like I said, also here's a little link, and if you want to go there, this is where to get it. Right, and then finally, and then I will stop bothering you with all my crazy stuff. There's a lot of stuff, I know. Here's more information about what I'm doing, and all the things that I like to do and that I am occupied with. Okay, so let's get rid of that book there. Boom. And okay, let's. Why not take the opportunity to do like a nice little extra exercise? Yeah, let's do this one. Which one is this one? Yeah, double paradiddle, and we will start with the left hand. And also, this will be the last exercise of this training today. Where am I? Come on. Ah, there I am. But you don't see the sticks now. All right. So I'll make this a little bit smaller. Like I said before, you know, I do this by my own. There's no production team, just me handling all this stuff and doing the you know, the crazy tricks and whatever. But I'm grateful for the fact that there's so much digital development right now. So you know, everything is possible basically. Okay, let's do this. A double paradiddle starting with the left. Now we go to 70 beats per minute. Why not? Let's go to 75 just to finish off. Okay? Now 80. Must be possible to do this, right? Let's go to 80. Ready? Start with the left. Double paradiddle. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Double paradiddle. Come on. Start with left, right? And again, left. Left. Let's bring it to an end. All right, there we go. I've got some more time. Let's go and find the single paradiddle and play those ones starting with the left hand. As you can see there, right? Same tempo. Let's do it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Left. Oh, 3 and again. Alright, now switch over from the double paradiddle to the single paradiddle. 2 bars of each, right? Starting with left. We start with the double paradiddle. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, single paradiddle. Double, starting with left. Left. Single. Double. Keep going. Starting with left. Let's bring it to an end. With the left hand. How about that? This was all on 80 beats per minute, which is not bad. Cool. I really enjoyed doing these exercises. I hope you enjoyed it too. From here on, I would like to say goodbye to you, but just for 1 week with the break, right? So next week I won't be here, but the week after that we will continue weekly on a weekly basis. So like I said, for all those people who didn't see it in the live chat, you can find the link to the exercise that we did today. And only today I will give this one whole 2 sheets, 2 pages away for free. Like, you can use it. You cannot steal it. You can use it. Use the exercises and prepare yourself for the next time when we will see each other again. Right? Okay, that's it for today. I want to wish you a very, very nice evening. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope that music will bring a lot of joy in your life. And for now, I'm just saying I really appreciate that you are watching. Thank you so much. See you next time.